everybody. Welcome to the Desert of Damara. I realized that my camera's not on, so we're gonna Hey, everybody. Alright, I have the browser up in two different sites on my computer and on the TV. It's complicated. Streaming's hard. I am Ashlyn, I'm the Dollar Store DM, and welcome to my homebrew campaign, The Desert of Damara, episode 13.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. Everything's gonna go great.
We're gonna die.
One of those things. I almost killed you guys last week. I can't do that 2 weeks in a row, maybe? Or maybe this is just beginning.
You can, it's a matter of should you.
We'll find out. We are going to get started, starting off with a little bit of a recap, especially because we were down a couple of players last week. So the party has been making their way across the land of Damara, traveling by high-speed train. On their first leg of their journey, they encountered some mummies on the train and did battle and defended the train, establishing themselves as the Black Sands Mercenary Company.
Black Sands Security, thank you.
Sorry, Black Sands Security.
Mercenary has a negative connotation. We prefer to,
I agree.
Okay, we'll remember that. Black Sands Security. Upon arriving in in Rakish. You're in Rakish. Alright, the elven city of Rakish. The party spent some time exploring the city, going to a fortune teller before running into their friend Ashtar and making their way to the Green Cask Inn. Sorry, I'm forgetting all of my own things today. Green Cask Inn and Tavern, I got it right, y'all. It's the Green Cask Inn and Tavern where they enjoyed a lively drinking game involving imbibing of the Hornet's Nest Ale, which all but Ashtar succumbed to, eventually going into anaphylactic shock. But he proved to be the victor in this game, winning himself a bag of coin. He also enjoyed the dancing entertainment of Neka, the daughter of Nakam, the owner of the establishment. The next day, you guys made your way to the market. Just an average, normal day. Molinar and Jackal off doing their own thing. And suddenly, you heard the sound of screams. Rushing to see what was going on, you discovered a mass of bodies, bloody, broken, on the ground, surrounded by various creatures. You did battle with the creatures, a pair of displacer beasts, a pair of ankegs, and a pair of bullets. Eventually, you either defeated or drove away the beasts. And did discover that one of the previously thought to be dead bodies was indeed alive, and was Kiva, a member of the Golden Brand, essentially the army of the Kingdom of Damara, which has recently taken Rakish under its own. You guys returned back to the tavern, bloodied but alive, and celebrated the loss of Golden Brand members who perished in the fight, taking a time to celebrate their lives, to their memory.
Good.
At which point, people who were here last week are enjoying some drinks, tending to your wound, when your two other party members
I'll walk over to the table, whatever. I just want to look everybody up and down.
We can't hear you, Lance.
Oh, right. walk over to the table, look everybody up and down, and be like, "Look terrible."
Yeah, what happened?
Give us a second. We're moving a microphone.
Oh, shit.
Gonna respond to that one with, you know how there's a menagerie in town? You know, maybe we all thought about going to it one day. As Bran said earlier, it came to us in a very unwelcome way.
Sorry about that. We're adjusting the microphone.
While you guys are doing that, I'm just gonna look like kind of lean over towards Bran, like real obvious, like that battle is pretty hectic and like a lot of things are going on. But did I see like skeletal wings? Did I imagine that? I'm gonna slide over like a glass of water, but like. I'm gonna look directly.
I'll look over at Rymel's like. Go over at Rymel. He has wings now. Disappeared for one day, and he grows wings.
Like not just regular wings, but like spooky skeletal wings. Okay. Noticed.
Yes, we have seen that before.
Where were you guys the last day?
Well,
Just there very quietly.
To do errands, so I just like went to hang out and do some reading.
You chose
Talk
wisely.
to the other artificers in town.
I had business.
You do both remember kind of hearing what sounded like a commotion, but you also remember being like,
Can you guys see Ashlyn moving? She's frozen up on my screen.
She's moving for me.
Oh, weird.
Like listening to me hearing their like screams and commotions and all this. It's like, these annoying. Ignoring them completely.
yeah,
But you're telling me that wasn't a parade? Like,
all the screaming.
Do we know how these animals got out of the menagerie?
I assume that is tomorrow's task.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna let the city guard who took a big hit have the night. So
Yeah, the city
Hey,
guard
Mulder,
agreed to
back
allow
with
us to help them investigate. Being the Black Sand Security Company and all.
Yeah, and Molinar and Jackal, you look at the rest of your party, and definitely, they look rough. There is blood going down most of their faces, arms.
Tends to you look terrible.
Yeah, they look the hell.
I think I made it out the best. I'm at half health. So yeah.
Yeah, I got down to 4 hit points at one point. From 96.
Leo's in the negatives. Yeah. Good times.
Good.
So
Anything
yeah,
else you guys would like?
I guess tomorrow we're gonna go visit the zoo, the menagerie, see what's left.
Excellent. A bit of sightseeing.
There's some other places in town we wanted to check out as well, if we have time. I don't recall where they were.
The things that are in town, you're currently at the Green Cask. There is the Golden Brand's headquarters. There is Sari's stash. general store. There's the Apothecary, Lotus Bloom. Clouded Visions, which is where you went
In
before.
there, yep.
The Sparking Hammer, which is the blacksmith. There is the actual palace itself. There's the Rakish Menagerie, and there is Hidden Gem, the artifice.
If at least tomorrow we should go to the zoo.
Yep. So yeah, the guy who owns the menagerie is a guy named Farine. He's a sun elf. So that's the dude we're gonna be talking to tomorrow.
Can't trust that guy.
Best case scenario is he's inept. Best case. For him.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah, for
imagine. It's the creatures of. If you have a menagerie that's supposed to hold creatures of that size and ferocity, that they would just
I said I would take one.
waltz out of there.
I would just tell him, the party here in like a quieter voice and not everyone around. Like, worst case scenario is look around to see if he's there, but there's a guy named like Zenhas, I think his name. Like, he's really pretty sour about.
Zenhas.
Sorry.
Nahas.
That. It's like he's pretty sour about Rakesh.
Apostrophe. I can spell it for you guys.
I posted the
E-E
Google Doc link to
apostrophe.
the notes. Also.
Nahas. Nahas Karani.
Okay. He was pretty sour about Rakesh being forced into the Empire. So worst case scenario is he let them go to start chaos. Worst case scenario. Just throwing ideas out there. I want to know where he was when this all went down. So that's also probably going to be tomorrow. Just thoughts.
Is he
Well.
conspicuously absent right now from this tavern?
Make a perception check.
Off the table.
8.
Oh, well, that was a 1.
We don't see him. The tavern is somber, but there's a lot of in and out. Just that it's going to become the place for a lot of the gold. You get a sense that maybe a lot of the locals aren't going to come in tonight, as there is a very present, as they are very. There is one.
That's what I mean. Like, no, but this.
Oh yeah.
People are like,
No one wants to get raucously drunk with the rest guardsmen. Okay. Oh, that is all one down. Alright, grab a mic issue.
Oh, that's your microphone stand. I was wondering what that was.
I can watch it fall.
Slowly.
It is very slowly
Slowly
just
just-
going like. But you're under. Like, whatever, we'll just. Oh, all right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Not really. Maybe just pat some like golden armor people in the back.
Where's Madi?
But you did good. It's alright.
Make
other people.
a. Make an insight check.
Insight. Dude, these dice won't stay on the mat. There it goes. Oh, man.
Just try them all. Just try them all.
Oh. Thank God.
7.
Okay.
Not rolling well
you
today.
are you're doing a really okay job at trying to identify who looks like they need comfort and who's gonna like shut you off. And one guy legitimately just takes your hand and throws it off. And there's a moment like, sorry, it's super awkward. But you also feel a kind of a hand on your shoulder.
Respond to the dude in front of me. I was like, sorry, and then I'm gonna turn to see who's like, hand is all on my shoulder.
And it's not just like a let me comfort you
It's
hand.
like
There's like some weight behind it. As you feel Kiva's weight kind of just back and forth as she's just kind of teetering. She's very drunk.
Just gonna, okay, basically just gonna,
You
yeah.
has a crutch.
Gonna lead her over to where the bar area is. Make sure she gets like 3 glasses of water in her, some bread. Just make sure she's like feeling okay tomorrow.
Ooh. Oh, we lost Mike.
Mike.
Right, look.
Change places.
You just kind of like there's you're with Anna. Poor thing. And then
You know-
face beats bar.
Turn, like, I hope there's like someone just casually sitting next on my other side, but like, thank goodness, 'cause I had no idea how to respond to that. But yeah, just like get a couple glasses of water, just put it around her, and just like she'll get it when she wakes up.
As you give Kiva face
Yeah.
first on the bar.
Yeah, I mean, I'd find someone from her company, just be like, can you make sure she gets to where she needs to go? Like someone who's like not inebriated.
Yeah, you look over, there's a kind of tall olive seed. Not particularly. He kind of looks over. Hey, I'll take care of that. I think she can hold a lot more liquor than not the first.
She was next to me in the drinking competition, so I'm aware. That stuff was strong.
Good girl. She's new.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him like the equivalent of like a thumbs up in this universe and just walk away.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do before heading to bed tonight?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yep, going to sleep.
I'm already asleep.
Stumble up the
Alright.
stairs. Long rest.
Tonight goes without much. Morning comes peacefully, and you awaken to a new day. He still feels very somber. There's tension.
I want some joy to kick off this day. Does my room have like a window? When I open that window, do I have like clear sky above me, or is there like things obstructing?
It's clear sky. It's a pretty nice area. So
I don't know if the mystic told me if I still had it or not, but I just want to check and be like, firebolt.
how many days did I tell you that?
I think it said 4. This is day 2 I've had it.
Yeah. As you
Yeah,
and a puff of flame gives your face.
I'm like, yeah, still got it. Rhyme all the wizard.
every time you
still
do,
got it.
you feel on your
I feel what?
Your audio's in and out.
Yeah.
you feel warmth.
Ah, excellent. It's a good feeling.
Cold.
Well, I feel
So,
good.
like, it makes you guys when I talk. You can hear me as well because the mic is here, the camera is here, and you guys are there.
You guys gotta get a better set.
I feel like Lance and I need to swap spots.
Okay.
Yeah. Next time.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I have all my shit.
In terms of complexity, we've got three MacBooks, the TV, the microphone, the light stand, the other camera. Like,
Yes. It's okay. So you guys wake up, make your way downstairs. There's a few people still in here. You do actually still.
Audio's pretty bad.
Like I can't hear 90% of what you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
A little
Yes.
bit.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys head downstairs, there's a few people still in the club. You do see still homes on the ground or on the bar.
Are you sure your
Somebody's on the
microphone's
bar.
Are you sure your
Yeah.
microphone's picking up, or if that's like a laptop mic? Because it sounds really like.
If
Doesn't-
I
That's
do
maybe a
this,
third.
can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you.
That's better. Yeah.
Oh god.
Hi.
It doesn't sound like your microphone though. That's I don't know.
It's like I agree. Like John sounds much clearer than you, Ashlyn, even when you're really close.
Check your Discord setting. Just make sure it's picking up your blue mic. I guess. Sometimes it switches on me. That's my only guess. It's never this bad.
Technical difficulties.
While that's happening, if anybody is anybody else downstairs?
I mean, yeah, I would go downstairs and just everything like looks terrible around me. I'd still be like, still got it.
I think
Mike,
Oh,
sound better?
yeah. There we go.
All I did was plug it and unplug it.
of course.
hey, technology!
Have you tried turning it off and then turning it back on again?
Turning it back on again. Yes, I tried that. It
Okay.
worked.
Sorry, random tidbit, like random tangent, because it was kind of funny. I got a phone call from my mom yesterday, and she was like at her wit's end trying to figure out the Apple TV, and she's like, "Oh my god, I've been messing with this thing for hours. I can't figure it out. It just doesn't work. I don't know what's going on. Can you please help me over the phone?" I was like, "Sure, Mom." You unplug it? And she's like, "Sure, okay." Plug it back in. Does it work now? Oh my god, it works! Thank you. Like literally, they'd been screwing with this thing for hours. You unplug it, and then plug it back in.
The miracles of modern technology.
Fantastic.
Tech support.
I'm so glad I don't have to do that for my parents.
Did
My
you?
dad works in IT. He knows more than I do.
Even my mom figured out the
Nice.
Apple TV. Anywho,
Anyway,
How many
so Mike,
fries
yeah, I'm
did I
down
eat?
there.
Yeah, so I was thinking about it overnight, like, since you guys got pretty beat up, like, I recently learned how to save people from dying, so maybe we should get the materials so that we could do that. If that
this
ever
like-
happens.
that sounds brilliant.
Define
Aw.
save people from dying.
Well, if they're dead, and they've been dead for less than a minute, I can make them undead.
Is that phrasing?
Undead, do you mean alive, or do you mean like undead? Like zombie?
I already had one problem with that this campaign already.
There's a distinction.
Does it matter?
A little bit, yeah.
I'd like to detect
That'd be
alignment on
Your
both.
your leaf is showing.
Yeah. Look, I made a friend.
Yeah, they would come back, as good as new. Well, they'd be almost dead, but they wouldn't be dead. Nearly dead.
Just mostly dead.
But mostly dead is slightly alive.
I feel like you need to put a better marketing
I would
spin on
need
this.
a very large diamond, which I don't currently have.
That sounds expensive.
300 gold.
Yeah.
Cheap ass diamonds.
It consumes the 300 gold. You have to. It uses up the diamond every time.
Sure. No, I knew that.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised. Like that's for that.
My
So like
first
I can't use it on myself, so it's pretty much useless. But if any of you wants to give me a diamond, you know, feel free.
Think about it.
I want to see how people are when they get brought back before I like invest in this.
That would require him to have a diamond for someone to be brought back.
True, very true.
So there's an
Let's see
upfront
Yours.
at
cost.
this masquerade for Camilla. Let's see if there's some diamonds there. Let's just steal those.
Okay.
So we just have to not die between now and
profitable.
then.
That's my plan every day.
Well, if yesterday is any indication, everything will go
Super well.
no concerns at all.
So good.
And just as a notification, so Molinar went upstairs, and Reginald, the very stylish merchant from, I said, "Ow, bitch! What did you do that for? How did you injure yourself?"
I didn't. I was gonna go. Ooh, ears. It's ears.
Yes.
Ouch.
The,
Well, he
the-
describes things.
yes, the stylish merchant elf comes downstairs. Finger.
Where's Molinar?
I
Oh,
know, right?
old Molinar up to his old tricks again.
Lance, have we met this persona before?
Yes.
Okay.
This is one I've used before. It was the one with the yeah. This was the one the one in the orphanage.
No, because that was a human. But you came off the train as.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is the one that came off the train.
Right.
Oh yeah, so we're all in on it. Cool.
I forget what's Reginald
You know,
sound like.
French, but not
French.
French.
Okay.
It's the T's or D's.
No.
There are the R's, T's or D's, PH's or D's.
What if I just go with French?
It sound weird.
I sound weird, though. Very, very strange.
Yes, you will
I will
sound.
not blend in with the rest of the elves.
You will not blend in with.
Sorry, I asked.
Versus the
Well, okay, if it's, your own,
Ataran.
if it's your own made-up accent, that's kind of hard for me to
I know.
mimic.
The Ataran accent is much more southern. Versus
Yeah, I know the southern one because that was my other
Yeah.
character. Southern.
The Rakeshian accent is much more.
No.
No. The Rakeshian accent.
Fishy accent is it sounds a little bit.
It is a little bit Indian, but a little less racist.
I can do non-racist Indian.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
limited here.
It's okay. You don't have to like in person do the exact accent.
Okay. I like doing the accents, but that your own made-up accent is a bit tricky.
Sorry.
It changes every time you say it.
It does.
Try to sound foreign.
I assume that like is also mirrored in game. They change their accents a little bit each time, just to throw foreigners off balance. Headcanon.
In this canon,
Just
the accent
randomly
changed
starts.
based on time of day.
accent will be very good. Yes, very good. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Bad cultural appropriation. All right.
Just a little bit. I was
A little. Any bit. Yes.
that was okay. That was good.
Okay, I will attempt to sound like this. What? I don't even know what the fuck this is. But we will go with it.
Oh no, you slipped back.
Sorry, I slipped back into race.
This is gonna go really well. I'm really glad that we are live streaming this.
This is great. This is great.
Doing my best.
Today
Give me a European accent and you're great.
today on We're the Good Guys, Lance tries to
Exactly.
not sound racist.
Give me a European accent.
Accent with
Sorry.
no intention whatsoever.
Australian. Me too. Okay, though. It's problematic.
It's okay. I will assume that in character you sound.
All right, fine. I'm just gonna speak normally because fuck that. Anyway, all right. That was a waste of time. I just like 10 minutes of everyone's life. Moving on.
But like Molinar, I know you do these voices and change other people all the time, but your accent is flawless. You sound like you're from here.
I
It
know,
impresses me every
right?
time.
It's very good. Very, very good.
Oh, you thought the racist segment was over? Oh.
We broke the DM. I feel like this would be a good Reddit discussion. Like, Reddit D&D, like, how do I create accents without being racist? Sounding.
Like it wasn't supposed to be a real accent. It's supposed to be weird in its own thing.
John, the top
Oh,
comment would be get
man.
better players.
Do you even Mercer, bro?
Exactly. Find a real voice actor to be. Sorry.
God.
First of all, hire Marisha Ray.
Who's that?
Oh,
Sounds expensive.
Critical Role.
Critical Role.
Like, literally hire a professional
Redhead.
voice actor. Just next week, we're all
Oh,
replaced
got
by
it.
professional
Got
voice actors.
Okay, so moving on from that.
So we're in the inn.
We're gonna make plans to go to the Menagerie.
Hang on, the DM needs more beer.
I think you need more beer.
Anyway, the other one.
I mean, I always got better at foreign language when I was drinking, so maybe that'll help Lance too. I don't know.
What are you guys gonna go do? Of a day.
I'd like to go visit Farine, the Sun Elf.
You know where he lives?
I was just gonna go to the zoo and hope he's there.
Oh, the owner of the. Okay.
Yeah,
Should we meet up with the? Did we say we were gonna meet the guard there?
You said nothing. You just got drunk.
yeah. We should see if they want to come with. Hope we can help each other.
What's Mario up to today?
Mario.
Ari.
Oh,
She's kind of just hanging with you guys, and she will follow if you guys don't tell her not to.
Okay.
like to come with?
So are we headed to wherever?
We're going to the zoo.
I'm gonna take like a couple steps away from Molinar. I just feel like lightning's gonna strike him. I don't know, little things, or rock's gonna fall.
Let's go see some animals.
Like Opalite is gonna fly from the sky.
Yeah, we can check out the zoo, and if we run into the guard on the way, we can let them know. But
Are you guys bringing Mari with you, or leaving her in the hotel?
Let's bring her with us.
Leaving her to just fuck off however she wants to.
Well, what does she want to do?
she's welcome. We can tell like you're welcome to come with us to the zoo and do an investigation.
I mean, I don't really have any other plans. I might just like shop around, but everything's somber at the moment, so I'm not quite sure people are quite in the shopping mood.
Probably due to the mass murder that just occurred on this.
Yes,
Maybe we'll get a
that-
discount in town.
I mean, perhaps. I don't believe that I am part of. Am I part of?
Oh my goodness, it's the dead body clearance sale.
Am I part of your whole Black Sands security, whatever? thing?
Consultants.
Am I? Or am I just hanging with you guys? I don't really know my role.
Don't just say you're.
Alright?
Jeez.
Mari, you have a critical role in this group.
Mari is part of it.
Are you
I'm sorry.
part of it?
And the dead bodies, they're
I have some
part of
reading.
it.
I might go read. I do have 8,000 years of history. I hate history. It was my worst subject, but it's a little important to understand.
Yeah, well, that might take you a solid like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd get on that.
Yeah, there seems to be some like political things, and I don't quite understand what's going on 80% of the time. So I might just go and read.
Or you would find.
I want to run back up to my room real quick and like pull out like 3 books that are like a good summation of like, the last. Because like I'm a historian, so like yeah, here's some really good places to start, like condensed.
Like piles up.
Yeah.
There's a point that you can't see her face anymore. All right. Right. Meeting. Excellent. The best.
Have the stack of books.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whoa.
Yay. I'm gonna go to my room and
What did it?
I believe that. That's fine. Wait.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
It's back to the whatever was going on with your microphone. Technological difficulties.
I assume like I'm gonna hang like while you're figuring that out, I'm gonna hand like those books off to Mari and then turn to whoever's next to me, like Jack or someone, like, oh my gosh, so like this is a great period in history to start reading. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about this fun thing. And you're like, no.
Is it better?
Yes.
Yep.
Like this, a smile and nod. Smile and nod.
I think it's the adapter that we're using for the mic. USB sort of thing.
It's a cheap.
It's super cheapy.
Actually, I stole that from work.
Yeah.
Borrowed.
Found on the street.
Every intention of it.
Ashlyn, being an artificer, would I have any indication of what I might find at the artificer shop? Or no? Like,
I mean, different artificers are going to have different specialties. But as you know, as an artillerist focused one, there are people who focus more on constructs, people who focus on arcane lore. There are people who focus on chemical studies, art. All those are realms of study at the academy. So it could be one of those.
okay. I heard some of that. I would like to go there at some point.
I would too,
After-
for different reasons.
After the zoo.
All right. So you guys are headed to? Are you headed to the Golden Brand first, and then the zoo, or
Zoo, right?
to get like the cops?
I think we should just go to the zoo
Uh-huh.
first.
We are the law.
All right. So you guys make your way through the town. You can see places where throughout the town there is disturbed earth. There is bloodstain on some of the grass. It seems like the altercation that you guys fought in was not the only one across this city. And the city is quiet. Eventually, you make your way to the Rakish Menagerie. When you get there, you do actually see a number of Golden Brand soldiers positioned outside. A pair of humans, one male, one female. Both human.
Just gonna walk up and be like, sorry.
Who are you?
We're the
Oh, they're talking about us.
This,
we're the Black Sand
this-
Security
this
Company.
place is off limits.
We're with the Black Sand
Black
Security Company. We're here to help with the investigation.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Dang, the zoo's closed. It's good we didn't bring the kids.
Oh, Tola mentioned that you'd be coming. Alright. You can find a key in office. Those of you who have been in Damara, like Kingdom of Damara, which is Uthtamel, Aurelia, and Rakish, would recognize the names of the ranks in the Golden Brand. And Akid is a colonel. AQID is a colonel.
The Colonel. The Colonel.
So it's Skari is the base soldier. Umbashi is the corporal. Avis, sergeant. Uzbasi, captain. Ulgasi, major. Akid, colonel. Kadar, general. Those are the ranks. Like, that's what it would be called. This is 100.
Sorry.
So, just as a overall heads up, while you guys are dealing with the Golden Brand, there are different terms for the different things. But when I mention them, I'll mention what that. Yeah, I will translate. Yes. I want to use my damn words. Okay. God, I world built. The female leads you through the zoo itself, and looking around, you see a number of open cages. I want everyone to make a perception.
Son of a great investigator, I am not.
9.
Mike, you're muted.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
I got a 3.
Plus 1 for a 21.
Okay, so Molinar and Jackal, you guys both instinctually look at the locking mechanism. Molinar, because you're so attuned with lock picking and other acts of debauchery.
Debauchery? Not debauchery.
Not debauchery, but
Jesus.
no. Sorry, wrong term.
Lock picking porn do you watch?
I know.
Don't answer that question. Do not answer that question.
It's like shoving things into holes and twisting around. Is that where you're going?
You just took it to a worse level than I did. That's impossible.
The art of accessing places that are.
Words.
It also now sounds really dirty.
You're going where? That's not where I was going. I'm talking about opening doors. Not those kind of doors.
Deviousness?
Okay.
Duplicitousness?
Yeah. Yes. You're broken in places.
Yeah.
You lockpick. You notice these are not broken locks. They were not busted open.
These were not forced.
Jackal, you come to the same conclusion, but your background is more in you understand the mechanics behind it. And looking at one as you pass, there isn't any sign of you do see what look like little scratching marks on it, but nothing damaging.
Which side of the scratch is on?
The outside. Roll
I
investigation.
just want to investigate the lock purely to looking at the lock. Would I know how to lock this? Was this a high quality lock? Like, oh, this is right.
Roll
I can
with
take this.
yeah. Roll investigation with advantage based on your background.
I couldn't hear what Lance said. Just heads up.
He is checking if the locks were.
I'm trying to determine how good locks they are. Whether the kind of lock is like, this took a highly sophisticated, well-trained expert to pick this lock, or any street rat can pick this piece of garbage because
It'd be good to know if the locks were even picked, or if this was an inside job, you know what I mean?
There are scratches around.
Doors and corners, kid.
Are there scratches around all the locks?
One's Jekyll, roll investigation. You looking at these locks. They're relatively well made. They are meant to be pretty damn secure. It's not just like for a door. They're rather heavy. And normal like thieves' tools aren't usually good with like heavy locks. That often requires something specialized. Or just requires time.
Wait, wrong way. These are pretty good locks. I think any old kid off the street could have picked these, so it probably wasn't a bunch of punks trying to do this for a prank. Takes some skill to get in these. Not having it kind of bugs me.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're using
13.
a different voice. 13? Okay. The few that you do pass, like, a few of them you do see, just very, very minute scratching right around the keyhole. You can't really tell much from it, but...
Does it look like the scratches of an animal, or like the scratches of like a tool?
You can't quite tell with that roll. They're small. They're not like gouges in it.
Seems like
Eventually,
somebody
you
picked
guys-
all the locks.
Eventually, you guys are led into the main office where you see a very finely armored woman with short black hair, dark skin, a pair of scimitars, those classic bent scimitars, similar to what Ashtar uses. Opash, I think those are called. Kind of standing, lowering over this sun elf. You see fine, intricate tattoos across his body, as he's adorned in these blue and green silks. Bits of gold embroidered into it. He has these rich red hair pulled into a luminous ponytail. He is a good-looking elf. He looks very confident, but nervous. Like, the type of person that usually holds themselves very high, now a little sunken down.
Insight check.
On what?
Why he seems so nervous given how good looking he is.
nervous.
Says animals broke out and killed
Uh,
people. Now the cops are at his door.
19 plus 2, 22. 21.
He looks nervous as hell. He looks worried, and he can't really bring himself to look at you guys as you enter. But he's looking more at you than he is at this armored woman.
Does he look like embarrassed or like he has something to hide? Like he's embarrassed because
He just looks very like defeated. And as you guys enter, the woman turns to you. Ah, you guys must be the Black Sands, I take it.
That would be us.
Black Sands Security Company.
Ah, I'm Tola. Good to make your acquaintance. I heard a lot about you from my men.
Oh, we certainly aim to please. Black Sands Public Relations. Pleasure.
You guys have a PR? Do I have to deal with the PR? Like, that's just whatever. It's not important right now. We have quite an issue on our hands. This was a huge insurrection here, and I hope that you guys can help us get to the bottom of it.
What sort of
Let's be real.
insurrection are you talking about?
We are fighters. We are not investigators. That's not in our job description. And if I let my men in here, things might go a little sour.
Well, it is something in our job description, so we'll be more than happy to help.
Are you more normal than that one? Please tell me. Are you speaking just from my own knowledge? Are you speaking in the Rakeshian accent?
Yes.
Okay. And she definitely is like, yeah, you're alive
Lance,
right now.
are you Reginald right now, or what was his name?
Yes.
Reginald.
Very well-dressed, stylish elf. Basically, the PR character is going to be someone who looks and sounds like people from whatever city we're in. Put them at ease and normally make them like you, a little bit more of a connection. Obviously, it's not working with it. One does one's best.
Reginald, I can try to talk here. Yeah, we're here to figure. What makes you think it was an insurrection, or is that just the scuttlebutt these days?
I mean, there are so many rumors flying around. People ain't too happy that we're here. I don't know how deep of a thing this is, or if this one here, kind of like shooting daggers at Farine, had anything to do with it, or if he just is poorly managing his establishment. As she is berating him, you just see him think a little bit further. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I somehow am now British.
Well, Farine,
Well,
how do you suppose all those locks suddenly became unhinged all at once?
I don't know. I can't get the accent back now. Well,
This is why I couldn't copy it.
you fucked it up.
This is what I did.
Well, I swear to my security is right. We have protection. We have guards. We have people who are here to make sure that this does not happen. I do not know what happened. As I told Ola here, this was not my doing.
Who's your locksmith?
I was gonna say I kind of want to know where the keys are kept, typically.
I mean, the keys are with me. most of the time. Though we have a night guard who has a set as well. The locks themselves were made by Mira, is over at the Sparking Hammer. If you think it is a problem with our locks, it is. I will blame her. Not tell her that I. Not blame her. But I did not make the locks. I ordered the locks. I was told that the locks were safe, so that I could keep such creatures here.
Mm.
I've taken every precaution. I do not know what happened.
Give me a second.
Where is this night guard that you speak of? It might be valuable to speak with him. The other holder of your other set of keys.
The brand has taken him. He's in one of the other buildings. Yeah, we came to that same conclusion, and he's currently being questioned. The other facilities.
I'd like to lean in close to Fareen. Fareen, you understand, a lot of people died. I am sure that if you were involved in any way, you'd want to be forthcoming.
I don't know what you are insinuating here, sir, but I did not have anything to do with this.
Insight check.
So let's roll it.
I'm not so good at this, but I was hoping to take that more of a persuasion route. That's gonna be not super great, like an 8. Shit.
He kind of is just eyeing away from you. He's not a big guy, and you were a big guy. He's kind of just sinking into this chair, and you can... Which one of you got a 12? You? Bram, what did you get?
An 8 was not good.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't know this. Eleanor, there's a moment that you see, like, one of his cheeks is redder than the other. And just, like, a little bit right there. Like he's been smacked, yes.
Oh, they're slapping him around, okay. I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of him. Where are the keys right now?
They took them. And Tola just holds them up.
Both sets?
Yeah, she has both.
Reginald,
Can
you tell anything from looking at the state of those keys?
What do you want me to tell from them? They're keys.
Oh no, I'm asking Reginald. Like, who would know anything
What are you
about
looking
keys?
for?
I would like to look. Okay, so there are ways to copy.
Huh?
The most common way to copy a key, press it.
Uh-huh.
Basically, like you take clay or whatever, something like that, and you press the key into it, and that gives you the outline.
Huh?
Clay.
Look further, and you look like there's any blobs of like clay or something, like they were recently pressed.
There we go.
Make an
Something
investigation
would've-
check.
Attaboy. I'm not smart enough to do these things in character, Lance.
I'm gonna say with advantage because you're using your background.
Well, 18.
18. Okay. Kind of looking through, like, checking all the crevices. You do not see anything that looks like they.
I don't believe any of these keys are duplicate. There are some residuals, unless they've been polished and cleaned recently. It doesn't appear that recently pressed to be cut. It would seem that whoever did pick those, or whoever did get into those locks, either had these actual keys or were able to pick them.
Well, and I think we should go back and look at the locks more closely. I think that they were picked.
I want to go and try and pick one of the locks. Just to see how, I mean, I'm a very good lock So I
Yep.
would
We'll be right back.
like to go.
Jackal, make an investigation check. Molinar, make a sleight of hand with your to take.
On the way there, can I just be like, I just want to say, like, how did all these beasts get out and nobody got hurt in the zoo?
It was early in the morning,
It was early in the morning.
and people, because you guys were just headed out to the market, and there were people who were injured near the zoo, literally to the gate. You've seen on the street.
Is the person who was the night watch in custody?
Do you want to head and talk to him?
Yes.
Ooh.
Excellent. So, Molinar, you kind of hunker down for a second and you concentrate and you feel the click of the pin. And you deftly manipulate the lock that you hear, and it unlocks. Thinking back to other locks that you have picked, a little harder, not quite as not just a normal shop, or
Quality lock.
it's a high quality lock. Kudos to Mira. Made a fine lock. It is pickable. It is not impossible. It is not an easy.
That'd be a lot of locks to pick in short order.
These are definitely difficult, high quality locks. I gotta, my respect to the locksmith. These are definitely of some solid quality. But it definitely took someone of some decent skill to be able to pick these. We're relatively well practiced in the art of lockpicking.
But like Bran said, like dozens and dozens of animals got out. Like it would have taken them a long time to pick every single lock. It's a long time to not get spotted.
Or eaten by the previous animal that you just let out.
Yeah.
Unlock cage, open cage, animal gets out. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go unlock your buddy.
So as you guys are moving through the zoo, you do notice that there are a number of spaces. So a lot of the menagerie is those open cages, but there are also small little indoor sections around. Like you got your reptile room sort of thing, your reptile house, you've got have a nocturnal house, you have a number of what look like office buildings around, and little back sections that look like where like maintenance staff would be. Similar to a normal zoo, there are public areas and private areas.
The fact that this we lost Mike for a second. The fact that this happened early in the morning makes me wonder if this occurred during the shift change.
Mr.
Eventually, you guys you're headed to the where night guard is. Eventually, you guys do reach one of the office buildings, and are led in. This seems to be more like the security office. There is another member of the Golden Brand standing there with a younger-looking Dune elf seated on the chair, his hands bound behind him. Everyone make a perception check.
Please roll above a 5. Oh,
20, not natural.
nat 20. That's the first time I've rolled above 5 today.
Dude, literally same.
What are we making?
Perception.
Are you there?
Yeah, garbage.
Or,
7 or 8. Terrible perception.
all of you do see that there is, and he's holding his head down, and there's just a trail of blood right here. The people who rolled stupid well also kind of glance to the side, and you can see the on edge of the armor that this guard is wearing. There is blood as well on his.
On his
Already moved
hand.
into the aggressive negotiation stage.
I want to look closer at his hand. I want to determine the nature of the injury.
It looks like this man has been smacked around. One eye is starting to swell. And he's kind of just slumped over almost.
But his hand. Did somebody like break his arm?
Oh, no. So the hand is the guard.
Yeah, golden armor's
Oh.
hand.
Oh.
You can see traces of blood.
Oh.
He slapped the guy. They've
Um,
already moved into the aggressive interrogations.
It's like, oh, hi there, fellas. We just talked to your captain, I believe, Itola. I think her name was. We're here
Tola
to.
sent you.
Sorry.
Tola sent you.
yes.
Yeah. Tola. Tola sent us. We're the investigators. Think it'd be better if we conducted our investigation without you guys here. We got it from here, guys.
Roll persuasion.
Why do I
Help.
talk?
Gentlemen, we at Black Fans pride ourselves on our particularly patented techniques, and it really does work best if there's only Black Sands operatives in the room. So if you wouldn't mind, just waiting outside the door briefly, really appreciate it.
I will let Lance roll.
Nice, perfect.
I'm gonna let Lance roll by himself.
Deception or persuasion?
Deception, because being a liar face.
That is a 25.
Okay.
I would have gotten
You
a
see
3.
him look. You see him look at you, look across all of you, and particularly you notice his eyes lingering on each of your weapons. Nod, and heads out.
Thank you. We won't be but a moment.
I really don't like that they're treating these people so violently during an interrogation.
I mean, they probably think that these guys released them on purpose. So.
It seems really suspicious, yes, but
Yeah.
Not always suspicious. This is the first time you see his actual, and you can just bloodshot eyes, fluffy, broken lip.
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and say, well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds.
So you watch as the broken lip kind of starts to mend, and He now can look at you fully with both eyes. You are different. Strangers, but
Well, I think what you mean is we're not that shitty.
We're not
I mean, it,
with the Damaran.
the low
Empire.
bar.
But we're above it.
We're good
It's
guys.
insecure.
Oh god.
Friends.
We're not with the Damaran Empire. We're free agents, so we shall. I understand you Sun Elves don't have it so good these days.
I'm a
Dune
Dune
elf.
elf.
Dune Elf. Dune Elves or Sun Elves. I understand you Dune Elves don't have it so good these days.
I mean, most days are fine. They do not cause trouble. They do not bring trouble. Apparently, they think that I have caused trouble. I swear I didn't. Everything that they say, I swear I did not do it.
We need to know
Go for it.
anything odd that happened. Oh, you're gonna roll first.
Oh. Hmm.
11. He looks scared. Doesn't seem like you can't get a good grip on him because he's like a caged animal. Sorry, go ahead, Bran.
I need him to calm down. Listen, Elf Butt. What's your name?
I
Does he have a name?
am Esek.
Night, and you're the Night Guard. Or
Yes, I was assigned to the night guard ship last night, 2 nights ago.
really?
Yes, this is why I am here and why my face looks like shit.
Did Farine reassign you?
I was. Huh? What was that?
Did Farine personally put you on the night duty?
I mean, Karine is the one who does all of our schedules. We get them weekly.
Pretends to take notes.
I often do the night shift. Sometimes I do the day shift. The day shift.
I need you to really
It
reach
just gets a little.
dig deep here. I mean, did anything odd happen last night during your shift? Did you notice anything?
Well, not particularly. It was rather quiet until, it was no longer quiet. Once the creatures started getting out, I went back here and locked myself in. I am not a fighter. Don't really know why they put me on security, honestly. And you look at him and he's pretty skinny.
I'm not really a security.
Not really a security guard type. But go for it.
What exactly are your mitigation measures should there ever be an incident? Obviously you're a security guard, so I would assume that you guys have some sort of procedures for should some kind of gigantic scary beast of doom escape. What are your protocols?
So we have.
I'm assuming it's not run inside of a room and lock the door behind you.
Well, some of it. The protocol when a creature escapes is if it is night at the front gate.
Front gate normally open at night?
Sorry, you're right. The front gate will be closed. Wait, going through my own zoo protocols.
From the days at the zoo, what did
From
you
the
guys
days
do?
working at Santa Barbara Zoo, as it is. And having to be in the overnight programs and being trained on our security protocols.
Exactly. What did you guys do? You should be all about this. How many years ago?
From how many years
Many
ago?
years ago.
How many years did I take that training? All right. But the first thing was to notify the message that something had gone wrong. And it to Farin and it to the Golden Brand. Since it used to be the general Menagerie, but the Golden Brand has taken over it.
That message go out.
Yes. The problem was our plans are for if a creature gets. And it is most of our collection. It is a lot more difficult to deal with.
What was the time?
point that
Sorry.
the point that the Golden Brand was able to get here, any of the creatures had already gotten out.
You see anyone?
I saw no one.
What was the first notification you had that there was some gigantic scary beast about to kill everyone?
Then there's a moment of like pausing. I mean, a lot of it was just panic, but there was a moment. At this point there were already creatures, but I saw one of the cages open.
Sorry, cut out a little bit. I heard cages open.
The cage opened by itself.
By itself.
Oh.
Did you hear anything? Did you hear anybody or anything
There
around?
was a click.
Would I
Was it
know
click?
whether it's easy to, like, if there are simple arcane means to open up locked objects? As in,
It is
Or an
not
invisible person with a key.
invisible person?
Roll Arcana.
Right. Can I use my artificer's ability? I think I have something related to that. Double proficiency bonus on magical, alchemical, and technological item-related history checks? Kind of?
No, because this would not be an item.
My guess is it's invisible person, and that's where the scratches are. They can't see their hand, they can't see the keys hole, so they're fitting it around, trying to find it. And that's where the scratches came from. That's my guess.
Or, got a 10.
Or what I have, which is the invisible mage hand. You've got an invisible hand that just goes with an invisible key. You're just trying to look at
You, off the top of your head, like, invisibility does come up. Brain, you can't think of anything particular, but visibility is on the table. And you watch as he's kind of like, now that he's no longer being beaten, kind of like calmed down a bit. And he takes a second and is like really trying hard to think it open. The whole night, the creatures seem to get like after
I can't hear you, sorry. I heard all night creatures were spooked and then lost everything after that.
They were spooked or they weren't spooked?
Heard they were spooked all night long.
They were spooked.
Hmm.
There was something off. It felt off. Everything all night felt off. It wasn't anything that I could put my finger on. It didn't seem particularly wrong, but the creatures themselves did not seem. They seemed a bit agitated. I mean, they're in a cage. They're not going to be happy. Let's be real. I don't like that.
Is there anyone that has a business disagreement or some other disagreement with the owner that you've heard around town?
Not that I know of, but Kareem would not tell me this. It is much above my pay grade.
Did you see more than one gate opened?
Off the top of my head, I cannot remember. It was a panic. But I do remember seeing at least one open on its own.
That's interesting.
Has Farine ever talked to you about how he feels about Rakesh independence?
We do not talk. I had an interview. Hired me. My schedule. That is our entire interaction. Is it common for you, dwarf, to have personal relations with your boss?
I'm
Farine does
independently
not-
deployed.
Farine does not interact with his employees very much. Yeah,
The owner or just
he's the owner.
Yeah.
He's the owner. He owns everything. Wealthy and
Yeah,
a little
well,
bit of a
because-
wee little twat.
There are several people here in town who might be able to turn invisible. There's a chemist, an apothecary, the artificers. Like maybe we should be talking to someone else.
I mean, perhaps I can't imagine that anyone in town would want this to happen. So many died,
And yet it happened.
bad, but yes. I apologize. I cannot help much more with that. But I'm sure Farine will be more than happy to let you investigate the whole zoo. We have many buildings. Perhaps you will find something there. I can only tell you what I saw. My rounds do not have me. They're mostly ages. Sometimes I come back to this office.
Mhm.
and your keys were on you the whole night.
I mean, they took them from me in the morning, and that was the only time that they were used. I don't particularly use them during. Anyone's keys were to go missing, I would say it would be Farine. I had mine on me all night. The guards take that very seriously. It's majority of what we make sure that everything.
Did he say where he keeps his keys overnight? Can't recall.
I do not know where he keeps. Oh, was that to me as the
that
end?
was the
Yeah, to you as DM. Did
but he has them.
Yes, so the keys are in the possession of the twin owner.
I mean, okay, so we either borrow them and put them back, or he gave them. Or he
Stuff is the
Yeah,
keys
keys
were
are there.
never missing. Like, 'cause he said he had his keys the whole time.
always.
Well, so he not necessarily say he had his keys are now in Tola's possession. Are his keys. Was not
We don't know if he had his keys all night then.
I don't know where his keys were during the night. Well, they exist.
All we know is that they bring it back to wherever
Yes.
But I did ask him where
They were
he
not
keeps them. Like, do we have to go back to him? Okay, I can't quite hear.
Amongst yourselves.
they go back.
Bran, I could put on my hat of telepathy and you could rough him up a little bit. And we could see what he really knows. I could
Hey.
I'm restarting
Look at my
everything.
screen. Only ones I can see are myself and Grant. Everybody else is just black with
Yeah.
spinning dots.
Yeah.
You got the main.
I can't see
You're
anything.
good then. You got the main ones.
What's
Yeah,
hilarious
no one's
is
matter, right?
the battle cam screen has everybody.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I can see everybody, but John is frozen.
I can't see anybody.
Everybody's fine on mine.
I'm gonna. Can I
No, I'm back.
Yeah, disconnect. Go back. Everyone is going to.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom too.
Here. There it goes. Oh no, I can see everybody. Yeah, I can see.
Because that one's the important one for you.
I know. Battle cam is upside down.
And it's. It is a potato cam. It is such a potato cam. It's awful. Oh, this picture was. Hey, really? All over the potato quality.
It's a bit shit. Okay, I've heard.
Yeah. This is potato quality.
Potato.
It is a bit shit.
Not this. This.
Yeah.
This is lovely. That's.
I should just get a real webcam.
Logitech makes a good one.
You need something like this though, because the dock cam honestly is the like camera on a long bendable stick is.
Yes, but they make nice dock cam.
Sure. But your school should not.
This was what the school bought me, so.
I just realized I can't.
It's because you haven't turned on your video, sweetie.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of.
Hey, look, it's me.
I've been doing a lot of disc.
Reset that one.
Yeah, I will be back in 30 seconds.
Okay, so we need to figure out where those keys were being kept overnight.
I think Rymel's onto something. I think we should go talk to that guy. We should talk about how much we love the Empire and see what happens.
That'd be your leading question.
It's the kingdom.
The kingdom.
Oh, I really do get
Kingdom
king
of Damara.
of that shit.
Well, Farine, let me tell you the long and rich history of the Kingdom of Damara and why it's the best one in existence. Hold on a book.
So are you guys headed back to the main office?
Yeah. Right?
All right.
Before we do, I just want to like lean into the guy or whatever. I'm gonna lean into the poor the night guard. So like, do us a slight favor so they think that we're a little more aggressive in our interrogations. Just give us a couple screams and maybe some whimpers as we're leaving. Put on a bit of.
Let's see his performance score.
Uh-oh.
He's not very good at this.
He's like, don't hit me. Or, oh, he's terrible. All right. Oh, there we go.
I rolled a 2.
I'm just gonna like slap him, not like hard, but just sort of like a.
It's just like, ow! What the hell? You were going to be. Oh right. So. No. All right. I'll talk.
Like wink.
As convincingly as I would be at actually lying about shit. That's about how. Yeah, it's bad. It's very unconvincing.
We'll open the door and leave. Well, we got what we needed.
Yeah, as we're walking
Just
out.
watching, like, are you gonna share? Or,
Further investigations to continue.
Back to the
main office.
Excuse me, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of
Hurry, are you in there?
Excuse me, I am in charge of this whole. Literally in charge.
I'm
the-
aware.
Literally in charge.
Gonna ignore this.
the main office.
You're just walking away from her?
I assume we all are.
Yeah, like I also want to stop real quick. Just like the guard who has like the bloody knuckles, be like, just
Yeah.
just
Oh wait, no,
like,
Tola's not there. Sorry, Tola isn't there. Ignore me saying that they're in charge because it's just a guard.
I thought I was wondering. I was like, oh,
Sorry,
show
I forgot. But yeah, this is the other guard. Like, hey.
More investigating to do. Accents. Away.
So yes, Cramps. Go ahead.
to the guards of the bloody knuckles, just like in investigation 101, don't start with the head. They get all woozy. You need that in control.
I mean, I see your point.
As a power move, I'm
also-
gonna walk away.
And as you're walking, you're like, I did it. Fine. God.
Amateur.
You look. This guy's pretty young. Probably like young hothead sort of. As you guys eventually make your way back to the main office, Farine and Tola are still there. So, what'd you find? Got anything for me? Anything useful. Dear God, my people are not good at this.
Oh, I'm
Anything.
sorry. Do you want to talk to me?
Anything. Any of you. I don't care.
We definitely feel like there may have been some foul play. It's undetermined if these elves were involved.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
Is that a saving throw?
Yep.
What's the DC?
13.
Okay. What kind of save?
Just a sec. I have to go to the spell.
Wisdom?
Probably. No, wait.
I also don't remember. Is detect magic or not detect magic? Detect thoughts like, or is like, can you do it like outside as we're walking in? So it's not like we're in the same room. It's just like
I don't remember.
I can see him through a window. I can do it from like 30 feet away.
Well, I'm talking to him, so hopefully that's distracting enough.
I love they did like brands in his face and like off to like over his shoulder, like you see Jackal going like, like ignore him. Thank you.
Yeah, it's VSM.
Oh yeah, so it does not have a.
It doesn't have a DC unless I try to probe deeper.
So are you doing this in the room with them or before you enter? Because it does have verbal, somatic, and material components.
I'm doing it in the room.
Okay, are you trying to hide it or?
Well, we're already here, right? So I guess not.
Oh my god.
Okay. You guys watch as Jackal kind of concentrates for a second and flourish his hand. And what's your focus?
I don't know. A wand or something? I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Are you going for the deeper probe, or are you just going for the surface?
Just the surface, but even still,
Surface.
It would use this.
I'm gonna sneeze really loudly to try and distract from him casting.
Like they're talking right now, right? But
I mean, you're going to be making
You're gonna be
noises,
like,
verbal, somatic, and material.
He's gonna be like,
You watch as Jackal mutters a few arcane words, kind of concentrates and for a second.
step.
He's just powdering his nose.
Roll deception with disadvantage.
Is that me or the other guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
who? Me?
Dang, I gotta
Or
Disadvantage, eh?
have to open my character sheet again.
How are the dice I made you working?
Dice you made me working out very well, yes. That is, I rolled a 13 and a 19. Plus 23. with disadvantage.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Destined to be.
You watch as Farine sees you do this, but Tola does not. As Molinar kind of deftly distracts.
What does he immediately think right when
I'm
he's
sorry, you all right?
Oh, sorry. I was having an excellent breakfast burrito this morning from a place just around the corner. Whew.
Farine is like making eye contact with you as we're doing this, so there's like a something's up. But yes, you now can detect his service thoughts, and that's how you're like very aware that he knows that you have done some sort of magic. He doesn't know what.
Is he freaked
But
out
he-
though?
No, he isn't freaked out. You haven't hit him, so you're not on the like super high level of the shit that he's gone through today. And you do actually get this flash of a memory of pain on his right cheek. That red,
Where you got slapped.
and he got fish. So you've come back. What'd you find? This is Tola.
Well, there's definitely some inconsistencies in everyone's stories. Where were the keys kept last night? Where did you find them?
Like, where did we find them, or where were they kept? Those might be different answers.
Well, both answers.
That might be a question for the owner here. Where do you keep your key?
When there is a box. That's the in while I am not here. I do not take them home with me. That's what you are asking. I also do not sleep here.
You left, put your keys in a box, and then went home. And then when you came back in the morning, the keys were still there.
Yes,
You
Yes.
direct us to this box.
it is right there. And Jackal, as he is describing this, you can actually see in his head. I put the keys in the box, and I went home. You can visualize him doing these.
Okay.
Roll investigate.
Do you have a
What
fingerprint
does
kit?
that matter?
Shit.
I dropped
There's gotta be a clue.
Oh, what?
that one.
That one.
Jeez.
All right.
I'll check it out too. Ugh.
Molinar grabs Molinar goes to grab the box and just realizes the box is nailed to the wall, and it's just a moment of grab.
I can roll into it once.
And then just this, like, manage. But you kind of feel a bit embarrassed, and like your brain isn't quite in the right headspace. It's basically Molinar spent the next couple seconds being like, "Oh yes, I am paying attention."
How did the lock? How secured does the lock look on this box?
Roll investigation.
Back away.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good
awesome.
enough. It looks like a pretty simple lockbox. Standard run-of-the-mill lockbox. Much like you would find in a modern office. Nothing incredibly difficult.
Seems like pretty poor OPSEC to like put your keys in a really flimsy box.
I spent a lot of money on the actual. I have to cut corners somewhere, otherwise, just do not get fed the key on my ass.
I can't hear you super well, Ashlyn.
Yeah, audio's cutting out.
It sounded like he doesn't worry about the box as much as the keys, I guess.
I heard.
They spent the money on the keys, not the box.
We spent money on the locks because the locks are where you are going to really need it. Versus
What do I see in his head when he's saying, as he's explaining this?
you can. There's flashes of memory of him talking to this dark-skinned elven woman with white tattoos on her face. You see her in an.
What I'm hearing is that you secured the locks, but then you put the keys for those locks in a shitty ass box that anyone could get into.
Well, yes. Fun fact, this is definitely true. These were not stolen. At in the office. Once you're in the office. Yes. Well, I only know the education ones, and we couldn't.
Did you unlock the gorilla cage?
I could not. I could not unlock the.
Yeah.
But I could get
Lions,
into
maybe.
the gorilla, like the cage building. I educate.
Somewhere you could probably unlock the gorilla cage. Okay.
Hmm.
Can I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Okay, so this is the.
This one actually is a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Fails.
Fails. I'm gonna suggest to him to be completely forthright for the rest of this conversation.
There's like a moment where like you see the magic take place. I can't imagine that I would be unforthright with those who have such reputation. I hear that you have killed some of my pets.
Well, only after they disemboweled a few members of the
Oh,
of
you
society.
You were not at all faulted for that.
Now, how easy is it for someone to procure these keys from your office and go and unlock those doors?
There's like, you can see him fighting against it for a second, like, I don't want to talk shit about myself.
Nah.
But, to be fair, if you were able to get into the office, you would be able to get the,
And how hard is it to get into your office?
you can, it is a standard lock. Mira made it. Don't make the lockbox. That helps you with the amount of security.
Normal shitty door lock, or is
It's a decent door lock. It's not as shitty as most like house locks.
Was your door locked when you came to work this morning?
Of course, my door was my door was locked, but that was not the forefront of my mind. Forefront of my mind was the dead bodies. That tends to take a precedent.
We haven't met Mira yet. Can you describe her for us?
Said she had a bunch of tattoos.
Is a Dune elf, very dark skin, white tattoos.
Tattoos on her face, huh?
You know,
But yes, she has them on her face. She let me look at the picture of her. She has some her tattoos go down the nose, across the forehead and the cheek, and I believe she has ones around her collarbone.
Gonna
Yeah,
say
What do
my
you think about the Kingdom of Damara?
The kingdom? I mean,
You can't lie.
And you see this like twin. I mean, they leave me alone for until now. And like looking sidelong at the golden brand at Tola.
Oh, you mean until you killed a whole bunch of people?
I did not kill. I am being implied. They're implying that I have killed, but I did not kill. Does not speak.
I want to call all my comrades in like a corner of the room to have a really quiet conversation. Just be like, you don't need to steal the keys if you're the ones who made them and the locks. Another heavily tattooed person.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easy. This dude takes the fall. Because like
I was
she
gonna say,
knows.
yeah, like, does she have masters for all the keys?
I mean, also like she made
locks
the.
are the locks.
I mean, she made all the locks, so like she knows the one in his office holding the keys is terrible. So it's like, all right, that's the easy scapegoat that he's just bad at his job.
That's what I mean. Like, does she have the master, to unlock
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the locks? Or it's like, oh,
He's our mastermind.
Follow the tattoos.
Did you know Mira would do this?
Would do what?
Let the animals out.
Why do you think that Mira would let the animals out? That's this. Has been here, her family has been here for generations.
Yeah, exactly. Like much longer than the Marans have been here, right?
Yes. Yes.
about how does she feel about the kingdom?
We do not talk about that. I talk about locks. It's not a conversation that most people here want to have. Because you are either with or against.
What did you say you were again?
I am here for my own benefit.
But you said you were either with or against, so that's black and white. On.
I don't know how funny that was to you guys, like, through digital, but, like, watching it in real life, a golden brand provides security. So the last few days have you all performed admirably, and where
You are on.
you can tell that he's trying, like, every time he tries to, like, sidestep the question, his brain keeps, like, stopping him. You get these, like, half sentences.
Oh, Damara hate. Oh, Damara hate.
I love that usually I get left alone.
Right.
When they leave me alone, I'm getting more belter. As
You are. Yeah.
When they leave me alone, then we are.
Dinas need to leave us alone.
Then we
Don't
are.
tread on me.
I just want to have my business and let my business be. I do not try to get involved in politics.
Answer. This hand is the I hate Damara. This hand, not Damara hand. We're going to pick a hand
Why do I need to pick a hand?
because you just said that it is black and white.
It
We're
is
gonna
black
pick a
and
hand.
white in how
Pick a
you
hand.
present it. certain circumstances.
I'm starting to feel really bad for the guy.
Mm.
You can see like the panic on his eyes as he's looking at Ola,
Yeah.
the golden brand.
Yeah.
The
And
suggestion is like he
He has to be
he
forthright.
was told
though.
that he had to be forthright and truthful. He has not lied.
But there's a difference. Like, be forthright means like you can't. Well,
He's not, so it's,
That's why I'm trying to narrow down the question enough that he can't sidestep it.
well, it's, so most people it is black and white. For me, it is business. The kingdom allows me to continue to collect. I am fine with the kingdom.
I'm gonna give you one more chance. The question is, do you love the Damaran Empire? The answer is yes or no. And if I had any answer other than that,
Roll intimidate.
I just want the eyes to like flash purple.
Yeah, roll fucking intimidation.
Ooh, that was a 21. Oh wait, no, sorry, 19. Sorry, 13 plus. Flash.
I am not.
Yes.
No. As he's now like, and like externally panicking. Like as you see Tola just like grab her sword by the hilt, like flexing her hand. And he's just kind of condensing himself, like, why did I say that? Why would I say that? She's here. Tola is here. Why would I say that?
Look back at the group.
you said I didn't catch that, Lance.
I said, gentlemen, looking back at you.
To the locksmith?
Would you say that Mira feels similarly?
Like I said, we do not talk politics. We talk locks. That is it. I don't need swords. I don't need weapons. I don't need armor. I need locks. That is what we talk about.
I'll turn to Jackal and just be like, perhaps we should go and ask.
I don't know what she'll tell us.
Well, your ability to make this relatively forthright has proved that.
I was super quiet either.
Oh, sorry.
Did anybody hear that, or did nobody hear that?
Nobody heard. I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that one, yeah, but not.
That was unclear.
I was just turning to Jacqueline, being like, "Well, your ability to make people be rather forthright may come in handy then."
I'll be more precise in my language next time.
Worked.
To the lock.
Forthright means to talk plainly and directly.
Yep, that was pretty fucking plain and direct.
Yeah, when you're only given a question that only has two answers.
Yeah, he said but he's gonna resist against it. Even if he knows that magic has happened. He will do it eventually. He was nothing but forward with you guys.
I assume there's like an awkward pause, like, to the locksmith?
To the locksmith!
Alright, chat amongst yourselves.
Broke the seal.
I did. I broke the seal and now we're fucked.
I wanted a 15-second
Roll
conversation with Tola when she gets back. feeling good about this locksmith being the bad guy. Bad girl.
Yeah, I feel good about it too.
Do you think it was just her?
Yeah, to be honest, we didn't get shit out of either of them. I thought it was going to be one of them, and we had something to go off on, but they both decent alibis, so.
I agree.
Just gotta follow the tattoos.
Is there anything else we want to ask this guy before we leave? Because he's gonna stop being truthful as soon as we leave.
I mean, I think he's innocent. I got nothing for him.
Oh, he's just a bit of a twat.
Wanka.
I did like that. It's very black and white. Oh, where you stand? In the middle.
I mean, like,
In gray.
guilty. I didn't think twat.
He is a bit of a twat. I mean, okay, I could show you all the image for him. Is a bit of a twat.
Oh, it looks a bit.
That
I
looks
agree,
like
completely.
Lance. Oh, zinger.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he looks a bit of a twat, eh?
You know, like
He can be a twat, but he doesn't have to be a guilty twat.
I'll
It's true.
do that.
What was the guard's name? I got my notes crossed here.
The captain of the guard, Tola.
That is Atola.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to have like a 15-second conversation with her as we're walking out.
Okay. Go for it.
Because like I assume her hand's like still on like the hilt of her sword. Like as we're walking out, like I'm gonna be facing the door, but kind of like turn to her, and just be like, I know it's not what you want to hear, but I think he's innocent. Don't punish the innocent, even though he doesn't like you. Like they're in the Empire. Try to build relations. If you punish people who are innocent, that would turn the populace against you, which I think is why this happened.
For every insurgent you put away... Sorry. For every innocent person you put away without evidence, you'll create 10 more insurgents.
Roll
Let us.
persuasion with advantage.
Oh, that's the one thing. I was like let us find the guilty, then administer your justice.
Yeah, roll persuasion with advantage. AC is dependent on how awesome I think.
Got an 18 on the dice, then add my persuasion, 17.
That's enough. You watch as she just kind of like, right? Get it? Fine. Still an app.
Agreed.
And we're keeping him here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Come back with something better, and we will let him go. Right now, he is all we have. He ain't going anywhere. But I'll be nice.
Thank you.
I'd like to step forward. You better.
Is that a
That
threat?
was a little. That was.
It's like, John, pull it back, or Bran, pull it back. Like, I had 9 charisma, and I thought that was a bad idea.
Was that a threat?
I think what he meant is you are better than we had even hoped. Thank you.
No,
We wanna-
it's a
It's
simple.
I'm
like
walking
pat
away.
Brad on the back.
It's a simple
Alright.
request.
I'm walking away.
Justice has a way of finding its way around.
As you're being shuffled out by your party, you just watch as her eyes narrow at you.
That's great. Alright, fucking just.
As you leave and make your way towards the sparking hammer.
So this is the
as you
smith.
approach,
Yep.
yes, as you approach, you hear the ding, ding, ding of the blacksmith's hammer. As you get closer, you see this very, very dark-skinned elf. Dune elf, very short hair on the sides, but a like tightly curled head of hair on the top. Also not particularly like it's thick hair, but not particularly like tall. The white tattoos down the bridge of her nose, across the forehead, and across the cheeks. I will show you guys in a second. These look more painted on than a lot of tattoos. You see this woman?
Nope.
My lance. Really, the battle cam is here today to just give you guys a sense of like environment.
Naomi season 4.
A bit Naomi
Season
Nagata season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're ting, ting as she looks back. She's like, oh, hello. How can I help you? You are interested in work?
You could say we're interested in locks.
Very interesting locks. We actually have a few questions about locks.
All right.
I'm gonna step back to the back of the group and cast Detect Thoughts behind everybody else.
I realize I fucked up. DM fucked up.
How did DM fuck up?
DM fucked up because you shouldn't hear any singing or see anybody.
She's gone, is what you're telling us.
Snort.
I apologize. DM fucked up.
Retcon!
Recon. Well, I haven't fucked up this bad in a while.
That was pretty bad. It's
That
okay.
was bad.
Is she dead?
Her fuck up coincided with the loss of music too. It's like the
I
music
know.
just stopped and was like.
I know the music decided that I had.
We're grinding.
That's like record scratch. You thought that happened? Ha, let me tell you how really happened.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties, and we'll return in a few short moments.
Sorry. You approach the blacksmith shop and you do not hear anything.
No tinging.
No tinging.
Where is the tinging? I hear no tinging.
It's at least going to be a very quick resolution.
Them tings. I don't hear any ting.
Usually when I go to Black Mass, there's ting, but there's none.
Sorry.
Okay, well, what do we...
You hear something? I hear
Normal,
no ting.
not blacksmithing, no ting.
Okay, can we open the door to go in?
Yes. And I would like you all to make a perception. I totally forgot that I had this fucking plan, and like,
Holy fuck! Wow,
7.
that's 2 nat 1s in a row. Nat 1 plus 11.
Oh, wow, I
What's
rolled a
that
nat
one?
1 as well.
You have a plus 11 to perception?
I do. It's still a 1.
what was everybody's?
7.
6.
Oh god, you
12.
guys suck.
12, but a nat 1.
There's
So
4 of you.
This
I
is
tripped over
super-
a bucket.
I rolled a 2.
So
Worst.
what happened?
This is
We
bad.
couldn't believe that we didn't hear the ting.
Yeah.
I did not hear anything!
I assume we're saying that as we're walking in, like, we don't hear anything, that's weird. We're looking at each other.
Yeah, there's a moment of like just confusion
Hello!
as you open the door and you're met with silence. The door is open. It was not locked.
Are the lights on?
I mean, there are some candles lit.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Oh my god.
All right, let's start searching
Right?
around.
Shit, for bucket.
So you
Can we look
you
around?
guys enter into the kind of like main shop area, and there does not seem to be anyone there. There is another doorway at the back, leading into kind of like the back room.
Detect magic.
There is a sneak conjuration magic coming from the back room.
Which kind?
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
Look at Jackal, who's obviously. Well, do you see something?
Something going on back there. There's definitely a arcane force in the other room.
Great.
Hey, it's Bran. Would you like to kind of like sort of motion?
Step right up.
Step right up.
Can I poke my head in the back room?
Whoa.
Make an Arcana check.
Ah, yes. My forte. That's, let me get the modifier. It wasn't a nat 1. It was an 11.
Okay. As you open the door, you're met with this kind of art. And you look down and you
What?
see
I heard sharp smell.
Yeah.
Cool. It was cut out a little bit.
you see a circle drawn on the ground. And runes drawn in blood. You aren't quite sure what this circle was intended for.
Can
But
I make
you also
make a check?
then turn to the right, and you see slumped on the side, dark-skinned elf, white tattoo,
Or curly hair.
short hair, buzzed on the side.
Gonna rush over to see if she's alive.
Hey guys, there's some sort of magic circle and a dead elf in there, I think.
As you say this, Primal rushes forward. Take a medicine check.
Natural 20.
He is dead. And you see.
I'm sure of it.
Check. She's dead.
It's like she's like missing her head. She's like missing her head. And I'm still like, yeah, she's dead.
Just like the heads, like I want to see like her head's cut off, and you like put your fingers or whatever to like to the top of her neck, attached to the head, and then go over to the body and like the other half of the neck. That's like,
Like,
Guys, they're powerless without their heads.
With that medicine check, though, you see that there are cuts on the tips of every finger.
Ooh.
And then a singular slit across.
What kind of fucked up, repugnant shit?
This is really positive music for this.
Blood for the blood god.
In her right hand, the blood on the handle and blood on the blade. Dagger.
holding a dagger.
Yes.
Herself?
I'm in a complete loss.
Like,
blood magic.
Can I
man.
check out the circle? Is that the only magical force in the room?
Yes. Make an Arcana check.
Can I do one as well?
Yes.
God, I'm rolling so terrible. 5 plus 8, 13. 5 plus 8, 13.
16?
Okay. Working together, you both have flashes of knowledge. Michael, you understand that this is something to do with conjuration. And there's some planar magic, and as soon as you say planar, primal, there's a moment of memory, and looking at one of these runes seems to be something that would bring something from some sort of devil, a lesser, very weak form of devil, through to the material.
Do I know if like this is like, oh, you need like blood to
Do
summon?
any of you know Infernal?
I've only got Celestial.
Oh, I got Draconic.
Yeah, same. Not Infernal.
Goblin. Goblin.
You have Goblin?
Is there something that's written? Can we write it down and get it translated?
Goblin.
So there are runes that are written, that you can assume are probably like creatures. Kind of what kind of creature this sort of conjuration circle would find. As someone who is studied in arcane nature, you would understand that it's definitely a binding, that these creatures were probably bound to whoever's blood.
Would I know like bound to her blood, but like she's dead? So is it free kind of thing, or you use your blood to summon it, and like that's how you bind it to the world?
You use the blood to summon.
It responds to you.
Yes, it's bound to you through the blood. It's sort of written.
I am no help here.
You are no help.
Shit.
May.
This is the same, like, didn't we see the same kind of object? Like the blood on the tips of the fingers from that object Rymel that you had?
This is different.
This is different.
This is more infernal.
That was the thing that absorbed the blood from it.
Yeah, that was more cult shit. This is much more binding an extraplanar being to your will.
Yeah.
We need someone who knows how this works, because I'm curious to see. My theory is she didn't intend to die. She summoned it, and whenever she summoned it, that's whoever was with her was like, "Thanks."
Peace.
What was your medicine check?
Natural 20.
Okay. Oh, it was a nat 20.
Yes.
The finger
My mod's
cuts,
only +1 though.
the finger cuts are scabbed over. Much more. The neck cut seems much later.
Fresh or just
Later, not necessarily. Oh, I mean, it's been only a day. Everything is relative.
fresh in that, like, it was the thing that killed her, or like much later as in.
It was the thing that killed her.
She's holding a weapon, right? Does that weapon have blood on it, like dried blood on it?
Yes. And the dried blood on the weapon, very similar to the dried blood on her neck, and brighter than the blood on her face.
Okay.
You think she summoned something, huh?
So the
Yeah.
question I have is,
That way.
where is the thing that she summoned? It's still here, because if it is, that's gonna be a bad day.
Seems like somebody would have said something by now.
Unless it's in, and maybe just likes going around unlocking cages and letting monsters.
Are there? Do I know whether or not there are devils that can like assume the form of other creatures or of humanoids?
Make an Arcana check. I'm gonna say Arcana for the.
18.
Asimar know
Um,
anything about this?
So there are a number of different kinds of devils. Based on what you know about summoning, also because summoning is super difficult for high level at this in this world, it wouldn't be anything that would be particularly like, you're not going to summon a devil. That's just,
or something
yeah.
like that.
yeah, that's a bit beyond what people can do. But things that have been summoned before, and as you're thinking, your mind drifts to small devils, little imps, mischievous imps. That now that you start to piece it together, could potentially
Imps can
turn invisible.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell the gang.
Low enough power that someone could potentially.
I'm gonna tell the gang. I'm gonna write back, and I'm gonna like run over and get Mari. And I just want to find Mari and just burst in like, "Hey, do you speak Infernal? You're well educated." But it's gonna take me some time to get there, I assume. So
Does Mari speak?
she's the best educated person on magic that I know. Or actually, first question: would I recognize it as Infernal even though I can't speak it?
Yes.
Cool.
With your background, you can recognize it. You don't know it, but you're like, oh, that looks similar. That looks familiar. As you rush off, what are the rest of you?
Where are the runes? They're written around the circle, or they're on an object?
They're in a circle on the ground.
The runes.
They're symbols. Where I was like, DM fucked up. DM did the thing.
Can I poke around shop? I mean, I'm not really.
Okay, roll it.
I'd like to check her pockets and stuff while Molinar's doing that. Like, just see if there's any
Also
paperwork.
roll investigation.
Hey, that guy just took her wallet.
7.
6+1.
We found some hammers.
Hammers.
21.
21. All right.
Can I just go like?
Ting, ting. You hear something.
Hear something?
She's back.
Look, I found something.
We saved it.
There is something over here.
Jackal, you kind of rummage through her book for a second, and you find a small little notebook.
Okay, I'd like to take a look.
In the notebook, you see it looks like a diary. A general stream of consciousness diary, where
What is written on the last page?
a lot of trust of the kingdom and disgust at the old brand. She's angry. Very, very much talking about how their world is being stolen from them. Haters who do not understand her people.
Sorry, audio's
Take
cutting
it
out.
Better?
Maybe.
I saw your mouth move. I didn't hear the first one, but I heard better.
Yeah, that's because it hadn't logged in yet.
Said that she
a
didn't
lot
like
of
the golden brand because they were making stuff shit.
Basically.
Everything
And you see inside the notebook a folded up letter.
Is it to Farouk?
It is not. Fareen. The letter seems to be addressed to a bust. Bast. B-A-S-T. and talks of retribution. That those who come to take their culture, to take their world, will not hold that hiatus for long. That they need to be driven from the borders of Britain.
Is there like a dress where this person lives or where they sent it from?
There is not. This was. It seems like she wrote this and never sent it.
Ah. Is there an address on the letter?
There is not an address on the.
Lost.
If I flip through it quick, do I see any like magic-y indications beyond just like general discontent
Nope.
with the government?
Nothing to indicate that she was involved in any magic.
That must be in her other journal.
Good. I would like to attempt how long she has.
Okay, listen. He's got so many D20s because his lovely wife made him two
Maybe-
sets.
I know I gotta do
I made him a Molinar set.
more. Right.
I mean, that's pretty good for you. Okay. He does not seem long dead. Touching the blood is still wet.
Warm
No, she's cold.
hours. Days.
Not days.
How many hours has it been since it was yesterday, like afternoon? When did the animals let out?
It's probably been like 27. No, like almost 30 hours.
Okay.
I just feel like she was. Would I get the impression? And that this is way too specific of a thing. Do I get the impression that she was alive at the time that all the creatures were released?
With your roll, you have no idea. It's cold, but everything is not like clotted over.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm trying to
There's no
determine whether or
rot.
not there's. So my thought process, as limited as it is, because not my forte. Someone else really needs to take this because.
None of your wisdom.
Pretty wisdom-y,
I know.
but not that kind of wisdom.
Can I use my background in like like the fact that my limbs are decaying and like general like mental health to potentially see something?
You're welcome to make another medicine.
So what I'm trying to figure out is the imp or whatever it is that she summons still out there fucking things up, hiding or invisible or whatever, or when she died, it is basically like, is there still some chaos? It's like some shit's
You
gonna go
would
down,
not-
or like, oh, she's dead, the thing is
Molinar-
gone, we're cool.
Molinar being Molinar, you would know.
No, I figured I wouldn't know, but that was
Yeah.
kind of what I was trying to figure out.
I
and I'm
get
like,
you.
I am not the kind of guy.
I
who's
get you.
figuring this shit
Molinar
out.
has no idea.
There's none- yeah.
What was your
I got a
medicine?
16 medicine.
Okay. You get about the same as Molinar got.
Dead.
He did.
Definitely
You have a
dead.
bit more. You have
Certainly do.
more understanding of how these sort of summoning circles work. Is that her being dead, implying that
Oh, okay.
I knew what you were going to
That's
do,
what I was getting
Molinar
at.
wouldn't know Jackal.
You cut out. Did you say that her dying would mean that the imp goes back to wherever it was before?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Jack and be like, would you know, now that she's dead, is the thing, whatever she brought here, is that still playing around doing its thing, or is it gone?
I think it's gone now. I think she got her her mischief, and now there's basically no trace of what happened.
And we're not gonna wake up tomorrow morning to more demon monsters having this stuff.
Man,
Sounds like
it
it's
sucks that there's nobody that we can bring to justice.
I mean, she looks like she's pretty well justified there.
Yeah, I suppose.
So we have no suspect.
Perhaps,
Or our suspect is dead.
well, it is kind of dead. We talk to the Golden Brand and expound upon our theory for them.
I mean,
that
still want
help?
to get Mari to take a look at it and see if she can discern anything.
yeah,
Eventually,
exactly.
you do come back with Mari. Actually, you get to Mari. She does not know Infernal.
How about anything about summoning?
I know of people who did summon, but I was more of the evocation school. You know, shocky lightning type. Yeah, I wasn't my specialty. My mother was a bit more that, but
Well, it's worth a shot then. Never mind.
Is there some sort of like town directory?
Yellow
there's
pages.
a. I mean, you can talk to people, or you can go to like the government building.
Hmm.
Yeah, government building, or like go to the Golden Brand. Be like, hey, do any of you guys speak Infernal?
I was thinking about trying to figure out who Bass is.
That too. Yeah.
Right page. My page.
I know. So are you guys going to the? Wait, when you?
We can go to the government building. Just be like, hey, we need a directory. Where's some records? We need to know who this person is and someone who speaks Infernal.
But as you are coming in, the sun elf, young girl, running the desk, like, oh, why? What do you need? Why do you need? Who are you?
Black
This is
Sand
official brand
Security
business.
Company.
I heard
What?
Golden Brand, and I heard Black. What?
The Black Sand Security Company. We're working closely with the Golden Brand to determine the nature of the terrible murders that occurred here recently with all those monstrous creatures that were released. We are hot on the case, and we are short on time.
Roll
If you have any
persuasion.
questions, direct them towards Tola.
Okay, that's good enough.
Sorry,
The
where are we?
level sort of like, oh well, I can. How can I help? What sort of thing do you need?
We need to find a guy named Bast, and we need someone who speaks Infernal.
Fast. Colonel, I don't think we have necessarily records on who speaks Infernal.
They
We
may
have
have
a
someone-
through the college
we may
with a
have someone on
linguistics
staff.
department.
We may have someone who speaks it on staff for the thing, but in terms of fast, you say?
BIST.
BAST. Give me 1 moment. I'm assuming you are looking for someone in Rakish.
We'll start there. Yeah.
I will not be able to help much beyond fish.
Well, then we'll start there.
All right. And she goes and she grabs this very large book. But
Oh, the white pages.
the white pages, yes, they have the pages are white. And starts looking through the bees.
Bastard.
I apologize. I do not see anyone by the name of Fast. Do you have any sort of other identifying name?
2 A's?
I could try.
Is there anything more specific on the letter? That
No,
like
it's just Fast.
like if I flip through the journal, is there any mention of this person in the journal?
Does the thing? Are she searching last name?
Is searching first name. Goes back through. No mention.
Fast.
There's no one named Fast in.
Is there somewhere where dune elves congregate in the city?
Well, I mean, most of the elves are doomed. Yeah,
Which is the
They are
one that
much
she,
more-
that she was with the darker skin? Is that the dune or the?
she would have been a dune. The dune elves are general lower, like they're minority group, sort of. Like the king is a sun elf. The queen is an elf. A lot of the like nobles are sun elves. Being a dune elf does not mean they're necessarily poor, but there are more poor dune. There is a hierarchy, but a not strong hierarchy. Like Bridgerton.
I think we should disguise ourselves as tattooed dune elves and go investigating.
I'm not exactly sure if I
I
have
would
the build
suggest
for
you
that.
make sure you know those two.
I'm gonna say that loud enough
Yeah.
for them to hear.
So you might want to make sure that you know what those tattoos mean before you put them on, because they might have some meanings, and might. Well, if you're not able to, if you don't know what those meanings are, and someone calls you out, then you might be shit.
It's like Dragon Age. What did you just do?
Dang it. It'll be
No,
fine.
no. As soon as you're like, yeah, and the face is like branching out, I'm like, all right, yeah, I've seen this.
Valasline, yeah, it's the Valasline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lance only kind of knows the Valasline. I made him play a little bit of the position.
And I've seen you play a shit ton because
Yes,
you
he has.
played the whole game through like 37 times.
It's my favorite. I love Dragon Age.
It's a good series.
Yes, it does.
It's a great series.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Recommendation.
Hey, BioWare,
Dollar
why
Store
don't you,
DM recommends.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Dollar Store DM, sponsored by BioWare?
Don't say that. That's bad. Not yet. Maybe at some point. No affiliation with BioWare.
Copyright strike.
Okay, no bast.
No bast.
But yeah, is there like a college in town, like a linguist department?
Yeah, next we need someone.
What are these
who
runes
speaks
going to
normal.
tell us? I'm kind of worried that the runes are just going to be like, this is how you summon a demon, and we're not going to learn anything.
Well, what Ashlyn said is like, oh, you knew like the runes tell you part of like what is being summoned and like the characteristics. So it'd be really good to know what we're dealing with.
Oh. I see, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, one.
Is there a class at the local college that's
Make a general.
I'm asking the secretary chick.
Everybody,
Or the,
Everybody make an investigation check, because I'm going to assume you start asking
Lord.
if they know anyone.
Oh, hey, I got another nat 1.
Infernal, do you speak it?
That looks like it's going to be bad.
Oh, no, that's
13.
17.
What am I doing?
Wow.
What are we doing?
Investigate.
14.
19? Jackal?
17.
17? Okay. Eventually, through asking around, you are able to find someone infernal. Kind of a bookish-looking half-elf. Buddy, can I help you?
Are we all still together and found this guy?
Yeah,
or do we-
I'm gonna assume you're together because that's just.
Yes, you're exactly the person we need. There is something very valuable that we need you to see, and your extraordinary expertise would be incredibly helpful, and we would deeply appreciate it as a favor to the Black Sand Security Company, which is the terrible murders that took place here by evil creatures. And as a direct help to the Gold Brand, it'd really be helpful if you come along and give us.
Are you bringing this stranger into the same room with the dead body?
Well, it's got to read the Infernal.
Yep. Hiding the dead body, or
Nope.
Okay. As this
Nope.
like rather young half elf enters in and just like a moment of
like it's
No,
pretty bad.
Don't worry about her. She won't bite you.
what happened to Mira?
Ongoing investigation, and we cannot share the details, but any insight you can provide would be highly valuable. Can you read these runes?
And like
Tell us what
sees
they
it
say.
in blood and you're just like,
I understand this may be difficult, but any insight you can give us is extremely valuable. Please do your best to interpret it.
Like gentle pats in the back, like you're doing great.
We're on a bit of a time schedule. Oh, I'm just looking at my watch here. It's
I will look at it. Like it. But
we don't ask you to like it. We just ask you to help us with our investigation.
As they're doing this in hindsight, Ryan was just like, we should have just written it down.
I look over. It's like,
and kind of like spends a second kind of observing it, trying really hard not to thing. It seems like a very lesser devil. Nothing particularly powerful. Not
can you
a,
just directly translate? If you don't want to say, can you please just write it down?
it's something similar to an imp.
Right down. What is it?
I mean, that is what it says. It's, a binding circle. Infernal translates essentially servitude. It is.
Have you ever met anyone named Bast?
Us? Oh,
Yeah.
there is. There is.
That'd be the most convenient NPC of all time.
What kind of,
Right?
what kind of name is Bass?
Is that not a normal name?
I don't know. My name is.
You screwed yourself there.
My name is Hala. It is a very different name from Bass. It's
That
not
sounds-
Yeah,
really-
that's true.
Judgmental there, judging.
Have you ever heard of a name like that? Do you think maybe like that person would live in somewhere else?
This is not a very Rakishian.
Oh, similar to your name from somewhere else, perhaps?
I have lived in Rakesh my whole life. You are the weirdest looking people I have had to interact with in a very long time.
No, I take that directly as an insult.
I mean, you're not. You look and sound very. You are very familiar. So I don't know why you are not.
I get that a lot. Thank you very much for helping the Black Sands.
You called attention to it.
I know. Your advice and information was extremely valuable. And we do thank you in aiding our investigation.
You see like the cogs are like, okay.
You said his name was Hala? Hala?
Yes.
Isn't that the name?
H-A-L-A. Allah.
Isn't that the name? Take out the apostrophe. Isn't that the name of the elk creatures in Dragon Age? I mean, I don't recognize it.
So
Ashley
enough-
doesn't steal names. She never does that.
This list not include Dragon Age things, and Hala is actually on it.
Oh.
But it's H-A-L-A. And in Dragon Age, it's H-A-L-L-A.
Totally different. Not even
Totally
remotely
different.
the same. No similarities,
these are
no
just
relation.
generic
No.
Arabic names. The name. Know where the S went.
You say it's generic Arabic names?
Generic.
Generic?
Generic. Hey, that's how I got Rhymal. It's like the English pronunciation of the Arabic word for sand.
Whoa, that's deep.
No, it's used.
Cultural appropriation. Sorry.
To anyone who speaks Arabic, I know it's pronounced horribly, horribly wrong. I'm sorry. I'm super white.
Yeah, and apologize to Tiab.
Yeah, there we go.
He does speak Arabic because he is Egyptian.
All right.
At least according to Google,
There, I
turns
did
I assume it's wrong.
I'll pronounce a lot of it. Like all the like organizations, I did ask Tiab how to pronounce it.
That's
I
funny.
would know.
My white self.
I picked Bran because it was in the player's handbook. I think it was literally the second name down. Oh, my name's wrong. I'm just...
Can you reboot your audio?
Yeah, that was muffled. Or
Murph, Gurf, Gurf, Gurf.
Can you hear me?
a little bit came through at the end.
Hello!
Heard that. Yep.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Outfire.
That's what I was thinking.
Hello, children.
Oh my gosh.
So you know that imps were summoned. Mira is dead with
Or deadness.
bloody fingertips and blood runes, and then dead through slit of throat.
That's a nice
You
touch.
said the
DM.
knife was in her hand?
Yes.
Is it possible for a summoned creature to kill the thing that summoned it? If it wanted to be free, potentially.
With a higher level thing, if you lose concentration, it can hurt you.
Yeah, like out of character, the creature's constantly trying to like break free of your will. The other thing
Yes.
is if it can at all misinterpret, especially devils, if they can misinterpret any instruction, they absolutely will. Like, kill the townspeople
What?
could easily be misinterpreted to killing the summoner if they're a townsperson.
Oh, that's right. You said you ran a Devil's game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Or Demons, Devils.
Oh no, yeah, big difference. It had both. Devils are lawful, demons are chaotic. That's why I'm like sitting here like, I don't want to say anything because Bran doesn't know anything about this.
He's basically a fallen angel. He should know, right?
I looked it up, and like, if it was angelic stuff, I'd be all about it. I even speak Celestial, but the other side of the table, no.
I don't associate with them, those folk. The other side.
But yeah, so we know like she summoned it in. The finger started to scab over, so like she summoned it in for a while. Like I wonder what like how'd she die? Who killed her? Or did she kill herself?
I think she killed herself after it was over.
Yeah, but if you want to keep fighting the good fight, I don't think you'd kill yourself. You'd hide and try to do like guerrilla warfare, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was
I guess
surprised
it-
she killed herself as well.
My
Unless,
guess is-
unless it was not what she expected.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, unless it was not what she expected, and she's like, "Oh God, how can I stop this? The only way I can stop this is if I die, they'll go away. Like, oh, I'll sacrifice myself so that they go away."
I don't know.
That
It
doesn't-
doesn't make sense. You're right. It doesn't make sense for her to have killed herself.
I'm guessing the imp killed her after it was done doing the task. It's like, all right, I'm sort of free. Time to kill like the one who summoned me. That's my guess.
But again, if she dies, they disappear, right?
Maybe does it go home?
Does he,
Maybe it didn't like being here.
does he go home, or does
Not
he just like go off
necessarily.
and like
It
fuck
goes
check
home.
out?
Oh, it does.
Eventually, it will go home after concentration.
Hmm.
That's my guess. It wanted to go home, so it killed its master. This is a problem that solved itself. Job well done, Black Sands.
Is there any other kind, like, I don't know if we're still there, but, like, are there any other signs of struggle on the body? Like, or does it look like she was laying down and, like, serenely slit her neck? Or was there a struggle, like, through bruises or through, like, a scuffle on the floor or something like that?
Make a medicine.
But most importantly, we don't have a set of keys. Like,
I mean, we didn't search this place too thoroughly, did we? I mean, she might have a master key, like Lance was saying.
can I
I
search?
mean, I searched, but I'm not very good.
16 medicine.
Guys, if we don't have any evidence, we don't have a closed case.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of struggle. Nothing sticks out to you. Grant, you wanted to investigate?
Yeah, I want to search the workshop. There's got to be a set of keys or something, a master key.
He's right that at this point, everything we have is circumstantial.
Roll investigation.
Well, we do have a demonic circle.
Are there footprints of an
Demonic
animal?
circle.
We didn't
Right,
look
but,
like.
tie the circle to letting all the creatures.
You guys can look for that. I rolled an 18 for investigation.
You actually find under the workshop, or under the like counter,
Mhm.
like spells counter, you can find a box that does have multiple of the same side of it.
Okay, I'd like to take it. Alright, guys. We've got enough proof that Mira summoned a devil. We've got the keys. And we've got 2 pretty good alibis.
Was there any dust on this box that you just picked up? Like, was it used recently?
Ooh, I should check for that.
Based on what you rolled, there was not a lot of dust on it.
Hey guys, I got the keys! Woo, jingle jingle!
After that, we're gonna see if they work. Master key. They work.
Oh, and we have her diary too. For like her journal.
Yep.
Menagerie?
Yeah, the little.
Motive and means.
I think I can explain this Columbo style to a guard at this point.
You guys make your way back to the Menagerie.
Audio's real bad.
Guards.
We're going back to the guards.
Yeah, should we go back to Tola?
Tola.
In charge.
You make your way back. Tola seems to have not harmed Kareen any further.
Before I go in, I want to take the letter out from the journal in case I have to give the journal away. I'm gonna keep the letter.
Okay.
All right, Tola. This is a bit of an open and shut case, but I think we have the answers that we need. We've talked to both of your suspects.
You have some sort of information.
We've talked to both of your suspects, and we've pieced together a fairly accurate timeline of the events that transpired yesterday. Talking to the Night Watchman, it didn't make sense, and his story was really quizzical at first, but why would he be hiding if he let the animals out? He told us that he saw the locks being unhooked, possibly magically. Talking to... what's his name? Farine. Talking to Farine, he never had the keys. And careful inspection, it doesn't look like it was possible that anybody broke in here. So we began to ask, who could have the keys? Well, this is a very special type of lock. So we went to the blacksmith who made it, Mira. What we found there...
Mira.
Let me be clear. Your suspect, this may be part of a bigger plot against the kingdom. But it appeared that she'd been dabbling in some sort of black magic, and we found a summoning circle. The type that summons the type of devil known as an imp. If you do your research, these creatures are very mischievous, and we believe her intent, based on what's in this journal here, was bad. At some point, she lost control of the creature she summoned. God knows what she told it to do. But we believe that the imp let the animals out on Mira's command. Then it turned on her and killed her. The proof we have is these keys that were found in her shop. I'd like to, just prove that it... I'd like to prove that it opens one of the locks. I assume we did that on the way back.
Walk over to one of the cages and put the key in.
Yes. God, I hope.
And there's a moment of bated breath, anticipation, where you turn it. It clicks.
Someone in this city is practicing dark magic. And I'm afraid they don't like you guys very much.
Well, it seems like you have dealt. Their own magic has backfired on them. Of course.
It did this time, but that does not mean it will not work again. And it was successful in some way, and that only one of them is dead, and a large number of your guards are also dead. So,
I am very aware of this.
So I wouldn't necessarily consider this a failure on their part.
Would it be possible?
Should this become a war of attrition, at this rate, it is one you will lose.
I know Mira. We've been watching her for a while.
Not closely enough, it would seem.
Can I just calmly...
thought that
Can I get a handful of sand? Can I just pick up some sand off the ground?
Sure.
You need to be careful. You see, the kingdom's power is over the Dunel's people is like my hand on the sand. The tighter I grip, the more sand falls from between my fingers.
the way I see it, we've rather lax. If we were able to hold into this tragedy happening, only what we are doing is not enough. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you've done for
Just some friendly advice.
not be forgotten.
We're here to help.
We've been watching. She's been among the more radical outspoken in the demonstrations against.
I'm just
think
thinking of
that she,
Z's. Oh, sorry.
Go so far, but
I'm just thinking of Z's story that Remal told me. Like,
if one of them is capable of this, I can't imagine what they all could. Thank you.
It will not come.
Your work has been enlightening. Thank you.
I want to.
Roxanne's company is always help.
And she motions to one of her subordinates. Make sure that their lodgings are dealt with, food and drink is dealt with, and a stipend from the Golden Brand. There, sir. Hopefully, we will not need cuts.
One can always hope. Would you remember, Black Sand Security Company is always available for all of your security.
I'm just gonna walk away while he's saying that. I'm done with this.
Oh, guys, I got it. We should make tons and tons of standing stones, and then we should give them away like calling cards.
Oh my god.
I assume you're having that conversation in this room.
Guys,
At one point you're like, we should make calling cards.
God damn. Yeah, Brand emotionally is just done with this.
Security.
This borderline goes against his alignment. I'm just glad we didn't have to dig any deeper
Remember,
on this
one
one.
and all, Black Sand Security.
Oh my god.
As you guys get out, you are given from the Golden Brand a total of 1,000 gold pieces. But
Total.
Nice.
elves are punching around the city.
Hey, this shit's expensive. We got overhead. We got administrative fees, and we got other costs associated with.
But as we're being led out the
Taxes,
room,
retirement accounts, all that stuff.
Go for it,
as we're being led out the room, I just want to have like one last word with because I assume Fareen's still in the room with us. Just want to turn to Fareen and just tell him you said before that it's black and white. You're either with us or against us. Well, the side that you're on just served you up on a silver platter and destroyed your business and painted you as the suspect. Might be time to reevaluate what side you're on. So I don't think Damara would do that to their own. Just gonna walk out.
Oh.
I just want peace.
Mr. Negative Charisma has some great zingers.
Yeah.
Hold up,
This is 100% how I feel playing Kiara, who also has a negative charisma. Is 100% the Ashlyn has great moments. Kiara just fucks them up coming out of her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, you gave me an advantage on some diplomacy check or persuasion check. The first one was a 3 in the dice. I was like, that's clearly in character. But the next one was an 18. It's great. But yeah. I like zingers.
Guys, make your way back into the town as we are going to.
What a nice vignette of a story.
Hey, you guys had a mystery. We haven't had an actual mystery investigation.
Mysteries are great.
I
didn't get to kill anyone, but
That felt very mystery theater, and I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed that. That was
That
fun.
was fun.
Yeah, I would probably
I'm glad you guys had fun.
I'd probably pull Remal aside, because it's like whether they're insurgents or not, there's an oppressed people here. We're this lucky it's not our job to fix it right now.
It's not our job, but I just like to do what we can while we're here.
Don't worry, Remal. Someday we'll bring justice to this land.
I was a great musical beat when you said that.
Justice to this land. It's time to break you.
Just gonna nod to Brand, like one day at a time.
So Brand's like
One day at a time.
overarching goal is to build an army and bring justice to the world. He's just not sure how. Okay, I'm ready to cut the stream.
Thank you guys for joining us. Those of you who are here or are watching it later.
I saw Chisel and Foam in the
Love
chat.
y'all. Hey, Jesse! Hi,
What?
Jesse.
Thanks for watching,
I
Jesse.
thought it was Jesse.
And others.